Hi everyone, welcome back to No Sugar with Everything Kraus.
We have video today. Oh.
I look atrocious. Like, I shouldn't tell you because I don't want people to go watch the video. But I do look atrocious today.
I think you look so beautiful. You're glowing through the camera. Your skin is flawless.
Thanks, sis. Thank you.
Anyway, come watch on YouTube because we are back on video virtual edition because I'm in Cape May.
Yeah, I mean, like, when we're virtual, it's easy to do video just because, obviously, like, we record with the video regardless of if we're extracting the audio or not. So, might as well just do it. I have the blur effect on because the background here is still crazy. So you guys can't see that. And then I know that you can still kind of see it.
Honestly, the blur makes it look worse.
Or should I take it off?
No, don't expose.
Yeah, no, I can't expose. I can't. It's so bad. Anyway, that will eventually get done. Shout out to Joan, one of our most loyal followers, who did send a like storage thing from Amazon. She sent a little ad that she popped up, I guess, on her Instagram and sent it to us, and I really appreciate it because it is honestly kind of perfect. So I'm debating just like ordering it and testing it out. I mean, like, the best thing about Amazon is that you can return it.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, besides the point, we're not going on that ramble again.
So in today's episode, we want to talk about the health and wellness world right now and how overwhelming it is, because I saw this reel on Instagram of this girl basically saying, she was like, I hate the health and wellness influencers right now. Wait, no. Did she say that? The health and wellness? No.
I don't.
Okay. Sorry. I'm like messing this up. I feel like I should have just started with this, but I saw this reel on Instagram of this girl basically saying how much she hates, such a strong word, but I understood it, how she hates the health and wellness world right now. And she says that as a health and wellness influencer because she just feels like it is so overwhelming these days that it's almost adding to the decline in health of our society. Like the beautiful initiative of it, of the Maha movement, of just overall health in general, it was beautiful, right? To get people paying more attention to ingredients, moving their bodies more, just becoming overall healthier. We still obviously stand by all of that, but it has almost become so much that it's toxic mentally. I feel like it's just constantly, you hear one thing and then you hear another thing. Like, I loved how she listed like 5 examples, and it was like, you know, drink electrolytes so that you replenish your body, but make sure you don't have one with stevia. Make sure you drink enough water, but also if you drink too much water, it depletes your minerals. Make sure you move your body, but if you go on runs too much, it's going to stress and raise your cortisol. Like, it was just, she just listed everything, and I totally related to it because I feel like the health world has just gotten so nitty gritty because there's so much information out there where it's like everything you do becomes something that you need to fix, and it just can become really toxic and stressful, and it kind of took away this natural, intuitive, healthy lifestyle that we used to live, really eating what makes you feel good, doing habits and routines that make you feel good. And now everyone's trying to just do what they feel like they should be doing rather than what they really want to do or what their body and mind is asking them to do. And we wanted to talk about that with you guys because Kateri and I are both really related to the reel. I think as health and wellness influencers in this space, we often get this reputation that like we're so aggressive almost in our ways. Like, we never eat a seed oil. We never participate in any toxic chemicals in our household. Like, I remember my one friend was literally like, I don't want to go out to eat with you if I like can't eat a seed oil. And I was like, wait, what? Like, that's the craziest thing I ever heard. Like, I may indulge too if there's something on the menu that, you know, I can't avoid seed oils. I'm obviously not going to not eat. And I feel like we just have this reputation of being so extreme. And I think that's kind of what the health world can show, especially on social media. It doesn't capture every aspect of the lifestyle at all. And Kateri and I are feeling more pulled the intuitive lifestyle of health rather than making sure every ingredient is checked, making sure we have every single non-toxic swap. I mean, look, I have nail polish on. Oh.
She kind of has nail polish on.
Oh my gosh.
Look, you've been really showing off that hand, and I'm like, wow, that is brutal.
Wait, it was literally the pointer finger in the toilet paper reel.
Yeah, like,
I almost didn't post it. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling. I want to pass this off to Kateri. I just feel like, yeah, those are my thoughts.
Well, and it's kind of hard to, like, coming from the influencer space, we want to inspire people to take care of themselves, to learn about these toxic products. Like, is when I have the whole non-toxic home series because we learned so much about some of the products that we're using and how toxic they were, right? So we wanted to share that with people. But when you start doing that, I think people just automatically assume that if you're sharing it, you must be perfect in it and you must not break away from it. And it's kind of the opposite of that. Like Isabel said, we don't put ourselves in such a box that we don't live our life. And as Isabel started saying, like, for example, we both get our nails done. If you look up what is in this nail polish, those UV lights, anything, like, I know for a fact it's extremely toxic. It's one of those things that's kind of a give and take for me. I love having my nails done. I've tried to get a cleaner nail polish and I hate painting my nails and it lasts a day and then it chips. So it's just not something I stick with. And you know what? Maybe that's the price I'm going to end up paying and I'm all right with that. I feel like people just assume like, oh, we wouldn't do this. And I don't know, like I feel like the reason is when I want to talk about this too is because like it's okay to not be an all or nothing approach. It's okay to not be perfect in this healthy lifestyle, or I don't know, to just define your own health for your life. Like I feel like going back to that intuitive living, yes, it is amazing to have all this knowledge at our fingertips. When it comes to like buying food for our home, for example, that's not really something we waver on. Like we're really set in our ways in terms of reading ingredients, not letting certain ingredients into our household because that's under our control. But doing it to the point where like, oh, I'm not going to go out to dinner because I don't want a seed oil, that's just not living life. Like that's just not something that is going to be realistic for us in like how old we are, like the life we want to live, like the friends, everything. Like it's just not sustainable. And I feel like when you get into this space, it can be very overwhelming because you think you're doing one thing right and then all of a sudden something comes out that, oh, that thing's actually not good for you. And like, oh, like one thing recently was creatine. I'm like, oh, if you're actually taking creatine that's from China, it's actually worse for you. So don't take creatine from China, you only take it from Germany. I'm like, I swear you can't win. And before I was being yelled at for not taking creatine and now I am, and now I'm taking the wrong, like all this stuff. I just feel like it does get really overwhelming. So the more you learn, it's great, but also like that saying of ignorance is bliss, I feel like does really come into play when it comes to this big health push. Like the more you learn, honestly, the more stressful life becomes sometimes. And I think knowing the basics, and again, like I said, controlling what you can control is amazing. Controlling as much as you can in your own environment, but life is going to happen. You're going to have to live your life. You're going to have to, I was at a hotel this past weekend. All I could smell was the laundry detergent on the sheets and the towels. Listen, I'm not going to travel with my own sheets and towels. Not something I'm going to do, at least right now in my life. So like, yeah, I slept in toxic sheets and chemicals and all that stuff. You just have to kind of go with the flow of life a little bit more, I feel like.
Well, and I think that's what we're trying to really get across here is that that's not going to kill you just because you spent one night in a hotel with chemicals in your sheets. I think the health and wellness world makes you feel like that 5% of error is going to destroy the entire healthy lifestyle that you've built, and it doesn't. Like I feel like for us, we are 95% of the time super clean and good in our ways. Like you said, we don't go out to eat that often. So no, I'm not really encountering seed oils or ingredients that I don't like. I'm not really encountering toxins in my home, especially because we've done the non-toxic home series. But if there's a 5% room where, okay, maybe it's my nail polish or maybe it's my workout clothes because I can't really find a good swap for a non-toxic workout clothing, I'm going to kind of accept it because I just feel like it's a really negative mindset to stress your body out more by focusing on that 5% of where you aren't improved and neglecting the 95% that you have covered.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does. And I feel like that's what makes it really hard is like they almost, and again, this is when I coming from a place of like we share a lot of health stuff on our page, but I feel like the people who are in this industry, not everyone obviously, but a lot of people scare you to think like it has to be so rigid and like you have to start doing all this stuff, you have to change your life or it will kill you. And I think consistency is key in every aspect of life. And if you are consistently eating junk food, if you're consistently eating takeout, if you're going to fast food places, if you're drinking like a pound of sugar in your morning coffee, like, yes, over time, that will kill you. It will add up. There's certain things that you shouldn't do. But again, like, if you're not going out all the time to eat, okay. If you're not drinking alcohol every weekend, okay, a glass of wine isn't going to kill you right then and there having one. Like, I feel like people just need to incorporate more balance in their life and come back to themselves and from that intuitive way. Like, I feel like another approach is also like the habits and the things people do. And we've talked about this a lot, especially when setting goals and habits for the new year of like, am I setting this because everyone online is telling me I should do this, or is this something I actually want to implement in my life? And it's very easy to figure that out once you start doing something and you can't stick with it. And I feel like, again, that's this approach of like, you need to do it all or you're not doing enough. Like, you don't need to buy every health tool and wellness tool. You don't need some things can just be free. You can just go on a walk outside as opposed to getting a walking treadmill for underneath your desk. You can just stand up throughout the day as opposed to getting the standing desk. You can just get morning sunlight to wake yourself up instead of the Hatch alarm clock. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's so many things that can be free. Of course, having tools, and if you want to invest money in it, that's great. We've invested money in so many different tools that I love, and some I'm like, that was a waste of money. I didn't need to buy that. And that's all right. But I just think if you're like, I'm really tight on money, but like, I need to have a rebounder and a vibration plate and a red light panel. Red light panels are insanely freaking expensive. You don't need to have it to save your life. You are going to survive without it.
Yeah. Well, and I think the point there really is to do what your body and your mind is asking you to do, because when, like Kateri said, when you develop routines that you feel like you should be doing, you don't really stick with them and they become more of a burden rather than something that you like to do. Like, I remember when I was trying to develop my new morning routine, I put like 15 different things in it of like, need to do vibration plate, need to pray, need to go ice roll, need to take the lemon olive oil shot. I just listed all of these things that I felt like I had to do that I had gathered from other health influencers, other wellness influencers that I learned about and was like thinking I wanted to do because they told me to do it. And it ended up being like a morning that I didn't really love, when in reality, my ideal morning is going outside, getting some sunlight in, walking, praying, talking to God, taking my lemon olive oil shot. That's what filled me up. And that doesn't mean that needs to even be your morning routine. Like, that's the point. If walking first thing in the morning doesn't start your day off good, don't do it. It doesn't need to be your routine. Listen to what you want, because that's going to be the healthiest option for your body, is always listening to your body. And the truth is, we all have different bodies. I feel like we've forgotten that. Like, we are all made completely 100% different. Not one of us is the same. So your body is operating, it's digesting, it's moving. Your systems are different than Kateri and I. Kateri and I's are different from each other. So different things are going to work for you. Pilates may work for Kateri, strength may work better for me. Like, everything is going to really just revolve around you and what works best for you. And that's what I want to return to. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it's so lost these days. Like, I'm so sick of the health and wellness world too, because I even have felt pressure to do things that I don't want to do. And it's taken more of a mental toll on me than I realized.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like the mental toll from all of this, kind of like you brought up in the very beginning of this episode, is a lot more like cortisol raising than any workout is. And just like waking up and knowing like, oh, I have a laundry list of things I have to get done because like I need to do this for longevity and all that. I feel like when I'm in that state and I'm trying to do so much because Instagram is telling me to do it, that's when I feel like most out of whack in my body almost. And that's when I have the foggy brain. Like, if I can like pinpoint those moments in my life and I'm like, yes, because you were just trying to do stuff and you were getting overwhelmed. You were just trying to implement every little thing that you saw on Instagram or someone told you to buy, instead of when I just pull back and I, like you said, I just try and pull things that like I actually do like, again, there's some things that I've learned from people that I do like. Taking a lemon olive oil shot in the morning, I love doing. Am I perfect with it every single morning? Nope. There are mornings I am sprinting out the door, have to get to class, have no time to waste. That happens. And then I don't take my shot that day. All right. But I feel like when I come back to doing the things that I truly love, it's like I can feel my body responding really well to it. And it can be hard to be intuitive. It takes time. But I feel like it's just, you recognize when you're doing something that you do enjoy. Like, you do recognize that feeling. You can almost take note of like, almost like feeling at peace with it, like feeling really good or like excited and happy. And I feel like obviously life isn't just meant to only be lived like happy and feeling good. You're not gonna, that's like not real life. But I don't know, like you can tell when you're doing things that make you feel good that are like actually something that you want in your life.
Yeah. I feel like this is such a hard topic to talk about actually as a health and wellness creator too, because I don't know, even listening to that, I'm like, yeah, so true, Katir. But then I'm like, yeah, but there are a lot of, like what you said, there are a lot of products that I do like. Like, I love the walking treadmill. I love the vibration plate. I
Oh
do
yeah,
love
me
the red
too.
light. I
Yeah.
do love the lemon olive oil shot and the castor oil packs and all of those things. So it's hard because it's like, it almost feels like we're a part of the problem because we are the ones telling you all to do
Oh
this, but
yeah.
it's just because we love it and it really does work for us. So I feel like the shift that really needs to happen in the health and wellness space is not a change in the content that we're putting out, but how we respond to it. How like the consumers all respond to the information and really just taking everything with a grain of salt and not getting overwhelmed by it. I feel like I used to get overwhelmed by it, just like stressed of like, oh, I need to go do that, I need to go do this, and maybe like reframing the mindset to think, I'll try that out and see how that affects my health. Maybe I'll really love it, and being excited about the opportunity to become a healthier individual. Like, it's not, you don't have to do it. It's something that you want to do because you want to level up your health. And if you miss it one morning, like Atiri said, you don't get stressed and get mad at yourself and think that your life is over. It's really changing, I feel like, your perspective to health to something that you get to do instead of something that is on a to-do list that you're just checking it off to do.
When I feel like as influencers and being in this space, it's kind of our duty to even talk about this too, of like, yes, we do share a lot of this. And like Isol said, it's because a lot of it we do love and we do enjoy, and we are okay investing money and time into it because it's stuff that we actually genuinely find benefit from. But I feel like it's also our job to share the other side of it. Like, hey, if this isn't something you're interested in, or you don't feel like you need this because you don't have any of the issues that we said it helps to clear up, like, you don't have to invest in it. Do you know what I mean? And being like, we're here to show you different tools and different things that we're using, and we're lucky enough to work with brands that also introduce us to products, which is amazing. And then 9.9 times out of 10, if we love a product, it just is incorporated in our life very naturally. And those are the types of brands that we want to work with and share with you guys. But we're not just going to share it to be like, hey, you need to buy this right now or you're missing out and you're not going to be healthier or live longer. It's like, hey, if you're interested, if you feel like, you know, you could invest in something that's going to level up X, Y, and Z, here's a link for you. Maybe here's a code. But again, maybe not. I feel like also as influencers, and I hope like any other influencer that maybe listens to this or, you know, is just on social media, like, we don't need to shove it down people's throat in like a scarcity mindset. I feel like social media puts a lot of like scarcity mindset on people. And even as a consumer, I sometimes feel that too, of like, oh, if I don't use this hair oil, my hair is gonna fall out. You know, like I'm on a hair TikTok for you page. So I got all these Kerastase products in my Sephora cart. I'm like, this probably goes against every non-toxic thing I believe, but yeah, my hair's been shedding, so maybe I want that oil. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like people have put it in my mind of like, you need this oil or your hair, yeah, you're not gonna grow your hair anymore. And I'm like, it's like you get in that rabbit hole, and I am in that rabbit hole. I understand. I like feel, I know what it feels like. So that's also why is when I want to talk about this too, of like, hey, we do share all this. We know that, but it's okay if you don't want to do everything that we share.
Yeah, like reminder that it's our job to share it. It's our job to provide the value about what ingredients to avoid. It's our job to show you the swaps of the non-toxic stuff that we're replacing our toxic products with. Like, that is our job. It's the point of our account. So, of course, it's going to be shoved down your throat. It's what we are on this platform here created to do. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like people also have to remember, like, these influencers are looking for value to give you, looking for ways that they can help you. Doesn't mean it's exactly going to help you. It's what's helping them, and it's their job to create that content. And that's why they have followers. That's why people are following them for that information. I don't know. I just want to clear that up too, because I feel like, I don't know.
No, that's
like
such
rambling.
it's such a good point though.
One thing Kateri and I are really strict about on our account is we don't really post about products that we don't love or genuinely use in our life. I think because we struggle with other influencers when like they post stuff and we're like, do you think they really like it? So we've always wanted to be those influencers that really share products that have made a difference in our lives or that we really enjoy. Like the laundry detergent. That is such a small company that we found that we genuinely love for our detergent as a non-toxic swap. So we push that so much because we're like, we actually like this product. And I think, I don't know, for us, I think that has just filled up our cup a lot. Instead of just sharing things to make a check, it's always felt a lot better to share products that we actually enjoy, because it doesn't really feel good making money off things that we don't really stand by or don't even use daily.
Yeah, no, exactly.
I think it's important to call out here that everything we said in this episode is not an excuse to just go and neglect your health. To, okay, we said it's okay to eat seed oils. Okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store and start buying all of those old things that I used to buy again. That's not what we're saying. We're saying, hey, if you're out to dinner and there's a seed oil in your food, great. You want to have an Olipop that has natural flavors in it? That's okay. You can slip that ingredient one time. It's not an excuse to neglect all of your health. It's more of a urge to push you to practice health in a way that feels good for you. And that doesn't mean just like, oh, well, health, like, I just feel like people are going to be like, well, the healthy way for me is to indulge in all the things I love. No. What methods and what ingredients and what things work for you and your lifestyle. I just don't want people to take this the wrong way. We're still going to get on you about ingredients and non-toxic products coming into your home. You guys know we're so passionate about that. I just don't want you to take what we or every influencer says as Bible or as something that stresses you out. We get so many DMs from people saying how overwhelmed they are with building their non-toxic home, and they appreciate our series, but they just feel like there's so much they need to improve on. And I always tell them, like, hey, you took the first step by learning more about it. Replace one thing at a time. Replace what you can replace right now. One swap is still one step towards a healthier life. Just because you only made 1 out of the 10 swaps doesn't mean you're not healthy. Like, you just took one step into that healthier journey. You don't have to have it all figured out to be healthy. And I feel like people think it's like an all or nothing approach. Kateri said that earlier. You either cut seed oils out completely or you indulge in them. Like, no, there can be a balance in this healthy lifestyle. And I feel like that's what we need to normalize.
I feel like that's always our like immediate response to people too, is one thing at a time, because it can be really overwhelming. The non-toxic home series, like Isabel said, we're extremely passionate about it. We're covering the entire home, which means we're covering a lot of areas. When you are furnishing a home from the ground up, like, you don't realize every little thing that you have to buy: toilet paper, napkins, paper towels, like spices, every little thing you're buying. So we're highlighting every little thing because that's what we're doing in our home. That's what we're prioritizing, making this new home something that is completely toxic free if we can get there, right? And it's, our goal is to educate people, but to not be like, you need it all right now. But if you want to start here, you want to start with your cutting boards, amazing. Start with your cutting boards. Then in a month, let's assess maybe your pans, your bakeware. Okay, you got that down. Let's assess maybe your tea towels and keep building on it. I think it's really important to take the one step at a time approach versus sprinting and then feeling so exhausted and burnt out from all of it that you don't want to do it anymore. And I feel like Isabel said, there's a difference between like being like, okay, one thing at a time, building up, and versus being like, oh, I need to do it all or I'm not going to do any of it and I'm going to go live just this toxic lifestyle. Because like also that stuff does matter. Like I was saying, the more you do it, like these toxic, the more you use the toxic products, or the more you eat out and eat the sweet, like that stuff does build up in your body over time. Like there is a reason that people are talking about it. There is a reason that we read every ingredient label before we buy something, because over time it does matter. There are a lot of people and there's a lot of research out there that does connect a lot of our normal environmental things, these ingredients that are in majority of the stuff in the store, to cancer and Alzheimer's and really awful diseases that are detrimental to your health, to your life. So they're out there for a reason, but you need to just take it one thing at a time so that you actually take the steps to get there. I feel like that's the overarching message too here, is like, if you do want it to be sustainable and long lasting, you need to take it one step at a time. You need to really kind of look inward in your own personal life and be like, what changes can I make? Am I using plastic cutting boards? Okay, that's a change that I can make here. And go from there. I feel like it just needs to be like baby steps in this area specifically.
I also like what you said there. We may have already touched on this, but I just want to round out the thought on it of the compounding effects of doing those things will add up. So like, the 100 times you get McDonald's, yeah, that may, you know what, that may cause cancer in your body. But the one time you get it on the car ride home from your trip, probably not going to affect you. It's kind of all about the quantity that you're also doing these these toxic or unhealthy practices in. If you're choosing to live that lifestyle, it's going to affect you. But I'm a firm believer of like me getting my nails done when I'm 95% non-toxic in every other aspect of my life. I don't really think that's going to have the same effects on me as it would if someone was just like completely toxic in every aspect of their household, if that makes sense. So one more thing I just want to talk about is getting back to the basics of health, because something I think the health and wellness world did is almost focus on so much that you can do through these invention of new products or these supplements, when there's a lot of things that you can do for your health that are just like free that you can just go outside and do, like walking, like like getting in your daily sun, like moving your body in the gym every single day, or just moving it with your body weight at home, like eating foods rich in your supplements, like steak, like avocados, like sweet potatoes, getting in your vitamins that way. I feel like there's a lot of basic health practices that we can just implement in our everyday daily life to combat all of the maybe unhealthy parts. Like this sounds weird, but if I'm out to dinner one night and I know I'm eating seed oils, I may wake up the next day and choose to go on a walk to get out in the sun, to sweat, to maybe sweat out those seed oils that I feel like are clogging my system. Not because I have to, but because I want to. Like that's such a natural way for me to combat that 5% of unhealthy habits that are still in my life. Does that make
No,
sense?
exactly. No, 100. I really like that. And I feel like that's kind of what we do too. Like, okay, if we know we went out to dinner again, it's not a punishment to be like, yeah, I want to wake up and like go sit in the sauna or do a heated class. Not as punishment, but again, to clear my body. Like my body is a temple. Like I want to take care of it. When I bring in a toxic thing to my body, I want to do what I can to clear that toxic thing from my system. And that's, I feel like, a good thing too. Like some people are like, oh, that's obsessive, or oh, that's not good. It's like, is it obsessive, or are you just mad that I'm doing something that you're not? Almost, you know what I mean?
People always think it's like so obsessive, and I'm like, it's not obsessive if I actually enjoy it though. Like they're always like, that's so toxic to think that you need to work out and sweat after eating a bad meal out, and I'm like, I'm not doing it because I want to lose the weight that I just ate. I'm doing it because I don't feel good from that meal, and walking and sweating and going to heated Pilates, that makes me feel good. Like some people just can't seem to comprehend that. It's like so funny. I'm like, we live in a different mind, my friend, but that's all right. But we live in a different headspace that I just feel like they don't comprehend sometimes.
Yeah, and that's okay. Because, like, there was once a time in the past when I was working out because I felt like I needed to burn the calories from the food. No. Now I'm like, give me the calories. I need calories in my day to day. Like, I need a lot of calories, but I definitely don't need this crap. That's for sure. So I also feel like it's so funny. Like, when we do go out to dinner, I'm like, literally the next day, like you said, I'm like craving movement or something, because I'm like, ugh, man, like if I eat out 2 nights in a row, if I'm like traveling or something, I go stir crazy. Like I genuinely can't do it. I'm like, I gotta get this stuff out of my system. I can't wait for home cooked meals and all of that. It's just like how we are, I feel like.
No, that's literally how Kateri knows that's how I am with like walking. Like I walked in the pouring rain yesterday. Emily was like, it's raining, you don't need to get in your steps, Isabel. I was like, you don't understand. It's not why I'm doing it at all. Like I'm going crazy. I've been inside all day. I need to get out. I don't care if it's raining. It's actually probably going to be what I'm looking for. Is like some fresh air and some rain on my face. So
exactly. So we know this episode kind of like, I wouldn't say like went all over the place, but I feel like we were just talking through just our own personal feelings behind just this industry and getting into it. And I hope that it gave you almost some peace of mind as well, of like knowing that you can trust us and kind of what we're sharing on social media. And also you can trust us to, if you want to DM us, asking us a question, we're not going to like judge you for maybe doing something the opposite of what we posted, or like you can come to us as guides almost, and helping you take the one step at a time when it comes to living a healthier lifestyle. I feel like if you're listening to this podcast, if you follow us on social media, you are probably already doing some of the things we share. Maybe you're trying to implement more, and that's amazing. You also know that we're not perfect in the way that we live at all. So I feel like this is a safe space to talk about this with all these people, because you guys are our community for a reason. And that's why feel okay to talk about all this. But it's definitely one of those things that we're navigating, and we just hope that, you can trust us and continue to trust us, and know that we are coming from a very caring, loving place when we do share stuff, and can only hope that we're inspiring you to better yourself, better your life in ways that are working for you and what you want to implement.
Yeah, I love how you said inspire, because I feel like that's truly the root of our mission, is to inspire you. It's not to talk down to you. It's not to shame you for your lifestyle or to judge you and make you feel terrible about yourself. It's just to inspire you to grow alongside of you, of like, hey, here are the new products we're implementing. If you want to try them too, we'll give you the real honest take on them. I feel like that's always been our mission, and I think that's why it bothered me so much when people were like, oh, you're gonna get mad at me for eating seed oils, because I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, that was never my intention to make you feel that way. It's only been to, in hopes to just like better you. And I feel like this was so important to talk about, because if we were feeling this way about the health and wellness industry as health and wellness creators, I can't imagine how all of you have been feeling. So we wanted to just open it up and let you know, like, these thoughts happen within us creators as well. We've talked to other creators who feel the same exact way.
Exactly. So thank you guys so much for just listening today. As always, as we always say, but especially kind of coming off this, if you have any questions, if you have anything that you're kind of curious about that we might have mentioned in this, or something that we've posted recently, lifestyle, non-toxic product, anything at all that you want to talk to us about, ask us, hey, is this actually really worth it? Like, should I invest money in it? Like, we will be fully transparent with you. We always are. So please feel free to reach out to us. Again, if you have any topics you want us to talk about, if there's something you're seeing on social media and you're like, hey, can you touch on this? Or maybe it's just something that you're feeling in your personal life that you want to share. Like, again, we are always open to anything and would love to hear from you guys. So please do not hesitate to reach out at any point. Again, we are so not judgers. Like, literally anytime someone DMs us,
You probably
I
get
don't
a
know.
memo back.
Yeah, no, literally you will get a memo back. So be prepared. Like, if you're
I love the
asking us an
response from
in-depth,
people. Yeah. People like always message us back like, OMG, love the memo. And I'm like, it's Yuri and I memo like clockwork. It's so funny.
I just can't help it. I'm like, if you're asking me a question, like, if I type it out, you're not going to get the best answer from me, just because I'm like, oh, I can't send her a Bible right now. I got to be quick.
Yeah.
Memo, I'm like, freaking say it all. You know what I'm saying?
One thing that you need to do, though, that like is not health advice, it is a rule.
Yes.
It's a rule that you must follow for success. Is subscribe to this YouTube channel at Everything Kraus. Follow us on Instagram at Everything Kraus, at Sculpt with Kateri, at No Sugar Pod. Support us, like this video, share it with a friend. Your support pushes us to the algorithm. It helps us grow. It helps us make a bigger impact. So we need you guys. We really need you. And we love you for it. So thank you for all of your support that you've given us so far. But please do continue to support us.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening today. We hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, an amazing rest of your week, and we will see you next time.